welcome to Crafting with Ty and Friends. Today we are going to be creating sleeper mask. If you are looking for this pattern, you can head on over to my Facebook group, Crafting with Ty and Friends, and you will be able to locate the adult and the child size sleeper mask to download for free for a limited time. So please head on over there now so you can grab it while it is free. So I already have my pattern cut out. I have a long piece about 30 inches by 1.5. This will be my strap for my sleeper mask. For the adult size, I usually cut around 30 to 35 inches. For children's size, I usually cut 25 to 20 inches. I have my elastic, which I will be threading through my band. I usually just measure around my head, maybe 12 inches for kids and a little bit more for adults. I actually have some FOE here just to show you guys that if you don't want to make an enclosed strap, you can use FOE or you can just use elastic. You don't have to make a strap to make these sleeper masks. They still look good. You can take color FOE. You can take patterned FOE. This is my bag full of it. But I do have my pattern cut out here. I'm going to show you two ways that I do it. I usually like to put fleece on the back to give it a soft feel. So for this one, I'm doing just a fleece in my top piece. And then for this one, I am putting satin on the back. And I have fused a piece of fleece to my main fabric so that it still gives it a soft feel and a kind of heavier feel once the mask is done. So go ahead and cut out your pattern pieces. And these nudges here, you want to make sure you cut those nudges in your fabric, the front and the back piece. And what that does is when you sew it, your seam will go to the back instead of showing in the front. So it gives it a more professional, clean fit ending. I also have this piece of rope. What I'm going to be doing with this rope is sewing it inside of my strap. So when I go to turn it, I'll be able to easily turn my strap. I do have these turners here that I purchased at Walmart a long time ago. It comes 3 in a pack, and it comes with the little pieces you go in to turn it. These actually work well. I don't know where my smaller one is, so I'm going to be showing you guys the little rope trick to turning. I do have this turning tool here. I don't use this. This came from Walmart. The reason I don't use it is because I really don't know how to use it. The instructions were bad. I never Googled or YouTube to find out how to use it. I do have these elastic threaders here. I also bought these from Walmart. I believe it comes 4 in a pack. I lost one or broke one. I usually use these often, but the main one I use is actually kind of broken, as you can see here. So I won't be using these today. I just wanted to show you guys what they are and how they are used. You can actually use these to thread rope, elastic. These are actually really good, but today I am going to be old-fashioned it today and using my safety pin. Of course, you know, you can't go wrong when you use grandma tools. So go ahead and cut out your pattern. Don't forget to nip your slits here. And we are going to start off by creating our strap tube. So let's head on over to our sewing machine so we can get started. You're going to be turning your tube right side facing each other. So you're going to be turning it like this. And what you want to do is take your rope and place it. You want to make sure your rope is longer than your fabric piece. So you want to place it where it hangs out just a little bit. And you're going to fold over like this. And when you take it to your sewing machine, you're going to sew over just this end. And then go ahead and create your tube. So let's head on to the sewing machine now. Okay, so I have sewn up my strap. And what I'm going to do is just pull this string. So you want to pull that inside like this. And then once you start to pull and just move down, you can feel your tube turning. Oops. I'm over here making a mess. So as you can see, my tube is turning. It's right side out now. Go ahead and finish turning. And then you can trim off the edge where you sewn the rope on. Get any excess rope out of there. Whatever. I'll make this a little more even. And now you have your tube. You can go ahead and earn it if you like. I'm not going to be earning my tube. So now we're going to put our elastic through our strap. If you are not making a strap, you can go on and skip this step and put your elastic straight onto your mask or your FOE on your mask. But we are making straps, so take your safety pin or your elastic glider. Yes, I just gave it a name. I don't know what these things are called. I done had them for so many years. So I'll stick my safety pin, and I'm just going to go ahead and stick it through the end of my tube and just glide it in. I have paint on my hands. Just glide it in until you get to the edge. Until this end gets to the edge. Don't put this whole end in. You want a little bit to hang out. So let me move it just a tad. As you can see, I made it go in, so I'm gonna figure out how to pull it out. Don't do this, kids. Don't do this. Oh, where's my tweezers? Okay, so I can't find my little tweezers, so I'm gonna do this here. Don't try this at home, y'all. So you want a little bit to hang out because you want to sew your elastic to the end. Mine is right there at the edge, so I'm gonna sew it over across here, so I'll be right back. 4th straight stitch will work. Make sure you catch the elastic. That's why I told you to leave a little bit hanging out so you actually know you're catching the elastic. And go ahead and finish gliding the rest of your elastic to the end. And once you get to the end, go ahead and stitch it so that the elastic is there and it can't move. So do another back and forth stitch, and I'll be back. Do your final back and forth stitch, remove your safety pin, and you basically have your strap here, as you can see. Just move your fabric around to make the scrunchies a little even. Now you're going to take your mask and put the fabric together right side facing each other. If your satin is doing like this, just, you know, take an iron and iron it. I'm not doing all that. I just don't got time. But you're gonna place your band inside. Excuse me. Like this. You want to make sure a little bit is sticking over the edge. And go ahead and pin your fabric. So this is going to take a little bit of work because of my strap. But you can do your FOE. So cut it to size. And, you know, just put it in. And do your pins. You want to keep an opening here. So let me go ahead and do my pinning. And once you finish pinning, you take it over to your sewing machine and just sew around the edges. So start here, sew around, and stop here. And that's where you're going to be able to do your turning. So let's move on over to our sewing machine. So once you do your, stitch your mask up together, you're gonna take your scissors. First, get rid of all your little threads. Cut the excess from your straps. Now you're gonna just put little small notches around the whole mask. And that's so when you turn it, it'll lay right. So you can go ahead and take your iron and you can iron the seams up like this. I am not currently going to be doing that, but if I was to be selling this, I would definitely iron my seams up. So you'll just go around. You'll have a better seam allowance when you're doing it, but I didn't cut my pattern correct, so this is why mine's is like that. But just go ahead and iron your seams up and downward, and then you can go ahead and turn your mask. And once you turn, you can go back to your iron and iron it till your seams be rolled to the back. So I'm taking my little turner to make sure that I get all my edges rounded out or poked out how they need to be. And by you ironing your seams, it will lay flatter. So I'm not ironing mine, but I recommend that you do iron it. Now you just press in your seams. You will be pressing them and ironing them so it's closed like this. And you take it back to your sewing machine and do a top stitch. So let's head on over there so we can top stitch this up. And once you top stitch, you are done. And you have your sleeper mask with whatever attachment you decided to do. Remember, you can use just regular elastic. You don't have to make the strap. You can use different kind of FOE, solid pattern. Like if I was to make a Minnie Mouse one, I could use this mini for my strap. You don't have to have your strap be this thin. You can make it thicker and use thicker elastic. The choice is yours. Another tip when making these, you've seen how I sandwiched my strap in between my two. You can actually sew the strap onto one piece first and then sandwich it. It's your choice, but basically here is my mask, ready to be worn. You can add on some HTV sayings or whatnot. Remember to join my crafting group on Facebook. It's called Crafting with Ty and Friends. The link is in the description. I will have the adult size and the children's size pattern available for free in my group for about 48 hours, maybe a little longer. I also will have the cat sleeper mask and adult and child size available for free also in the group. So head on over there. If you haven't already subscribed, please like, subscribe, hit that notification button so you can be notified when I do more videos. And happy sleeping.
I said, don't stop talking to me.